Classic Truck Rescue. Rick, Jamie, and Annabella heading out to Sandy, Oregon. Look, there's Mount Hood over there. Hold on. I'll give you a nice shot of Mount Hood. We're going to pick up 1957 Chevy. 3 in the tree, or 3 on the tree.
Or 3 on the column.
Or column mounted 3-speed shifter. I was telling Jamie about how some guys were pretty adamant about what you have to call a 3 in the tree, or 3 on the tree, or 3-speed column mounted shifter car. But what people need to realize is people from different parts of the country and different parts of the world use different expressions for different things.
Yeah.
And
like Oregon.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful shot of the mountain, folks? Look at that. That's Mount Hood. And we're headed that direction. We're headed out west. And going to pick up 1957 Chevy V8. Oh, we're heading east. We're headed east towards Mount Hood to go pick up a 1957 Chevy, originally a V8 truck.
Christmas trees, blue, what? Black?
I've never seen that.
That's just weird.
I've never seen such a thing.
You know what? Times are changing. You're going to see a lot of things we haven't been used to.
Yes, we are. The world, it is a-changing, folks. Anyway, we're running a little late today, so we're hoping there'll still be some, imagine that, we're hoping there'll still be some daylight to see. We got the mall hooked up to the back of Gove, got the ramps on there, got the winch. Did bring a charged battery this time for the winch. Hopefully we can back up to this thing, hook up to it, suck it right up on the trailer, and then we're gonna go visit Mom. Anna, you're gonna go see your Nana. Yeah. Might let you inspect a 57 Chevy today too. Yeah, that's a good girl. That is a good girl. Anyway, here's another shot of the mountain for you. Isn't that beautiful? I know you can see it now. Anyway, we'll be back. I believe there's a spot coming up where I can get you a better shot of that mountain. Classic Truck Rescue. We'll be back. All the way back to the truck. Go beside the truck, go a little past it. There we go. That's good. Thank you.
Pretty good surfing down in Encinitas and Lucadia and La Jolla down in there.
La Jolla's a little windy. Ow. It's good for sailboarding, but surfing is, didn't know what you're doing. I took my boys, I taught both my boys. We went up, I bought a motorhome, went up the whole coast.
Cool.
To surf. Well, we were in, oh God, I forget where we were at, but they had a real nasty riptide. And my older son at that time was 10 years old, wanted to surf. So I gave him my board, I told him what to do and what to look for. The only thing I didn't tell him was if you get caught in a riptide, do not try to swim in. Swim parallel with the coast, with the line, and it'll end sooner or later. And he was a good swimmer, but he didn't, I guess I didn't tell him that, or he didn't do that, so I had to go in after him. And I found my footing, and I just grabbed him and pushed him, and the lifeguard was there in a heartbeat. That's what I like about California.
Yep.
There's lifeguards everywhere.
I'll tell you, if you look at my hand, Tom, I'll just tell you this or that. That's good.
Guy was pretty heavy. I didn't realize it was that heavy. It had some weight to it, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Well, it's going uphill too.
Right. Yeah.
I am going to.
You want to pull up? And
I'm just
straighten it
going to
out?
lay these on the ground and pull up.
Yep. You want to put them in the back of the truck? The ramps? They may fall through. No, not a good idea.
I don't know. They may have to go in the back of Jimmy's truck. But we got a reef back there. I got to be careful for it.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you told me. I was just about ready to throw them back there. Crunch. Oh no.
I probably ought to put a strap on the back so that when they get up on level, it doesn't try to.
My wife told me.
Classic truck rescue. Wait for it, folks. I got the 57 Chevy home and unloaded, but Annabella hasn't seen it yet. Annabella, leave those critters alone. Anna, you got other work to do out here. Come on, you want to see something? Come on, no, not that one. Come over here. Come on. There's something new on the property. No, not that one, honey. You've already checked that one out. Come on, come over here. Come on. She'll see it any second now. No, not that one. Not that one. What's new? No, where's it at? Where's the new truck? Where is it? That dog's crazy. She has to see it. You got to give her a little credit. I'm surprised she didn't smell it. What you got there, Annabella? That's the truck inspector general at work, folks. She will go over every inch of this truck, trust me. And she'll go around the outside for a second, but then she'll go to that door and start whining because she wants in. What do you got there? Anna's got herself a 1957 Chevy big window V8, 3 on the tree or in the tree or column mounted 3-speed shifter truck. And you can tell it's a V8. It's got the V8 hood emblem, and also because it has a V8 and some other stuff. I already explained all that. Anyway, she's pretty hammered on this side and pretty rusty right there. The cab's in fairly decent shape. I mean, it needs some love. That door's probably toast. The front clip's actually in good shape. Yeah. What do you need in there? Anna, do you need in there? Yeah. Go on. Oh, hold on, Dad's got to push the fender in. It's one of them jobs. There we go. I already did a video on this, so I'm not going to go way deep into it. Major rust problem is the floors, not under the seat. It seems pretty solid under the seat to me. Rockers are good. Hinge pockets need some help, but above the windshield, definitely in rough shape up there, but they do make a patch panel for that now. And the rest of the windows seem to be all right. There's surface rust and peeling paint, but I didn't really see anything that I didn't think could be fixed pretty easy. The windows don't appear to be leaking. Anyway, what do you think? Huh? We're gonna be able to slap a truck inspector general sticker on this. I'll put one of our stickers up here for you to look at. Not really trying to sell the truck inspector general stickers at this point. We give them to customers and people that come by and stuff, but there's not really any profit to be made on decals. Anyway, what do you think? This one okay? All right. That's all good. Yeah, you got to check the undercarriage, honey. What about the engine? Huh? Yeah, get up and check the oil. Good girl. You are a good girl. Thank you. Hey, Anna. Thank you. Anyway, so I thought I'd, I can't keep this truck. I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh, I'll be honest with you. I can't keep this truck. I got more trucks going out, and I'm trying to reduce the numbers, but obviously it's been a habitat, one of those deals. But I did check it. The engine's not locked up, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw a battery in it and or on it. Got both my cables. See how we already got the auxiliary fuel line hooked up, so somebody's already done that for me. That's nice. Yeah, it's hooked up to the fuel pump. There is the positive battery cable. Right there, huh? Negative. Where's the negative? Looks like somebody put a new coil on it. Negative battery terminal. Not seeing it, folks. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. That's kind of strange looking. I've never seen one like that, but okay, negative and positive. Let's see, we got wires going to the coil. I know she spins over. I did not check the oil though. I really wasn't all that concerned about the engine with this truck at the price that I got it for. Oh, it's a low, folks. Low on oil. Now, that could be a leak rearing its ugly head, but there is oil on the stick, and I'd rather have it low than high on the stick and milky. That would not be good. The 3-speed linkage seems like it was giving me a little difficulty. When I took it off the trailer, the back wheels weren't rolling over and weren't turning, and this could very well be a truck that's got a posi rear end. A lot of the 3-speeds, especially V8s, had the posi rear ends in them. So I'll get to looking at the linkage after I get a battery in there, add some oil, and make sure it's in neutral before I start spinning it over. And I'll be back. Maybe we'll get her over there and get her cleaned up. Put her behind old George and give her a bath. Maybe we'll get her running first and then give it a bath. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll be back. Anyway, the passenger side's a little better, but still rusty around the fenders. Don't really care so much about the bed because I've got lots of fenders and bed parts. The steps look good on it though. So let me see if I can breathe some life into this whole thing. Total bonus on this was that the guy I got it from had the wheels sandblasted and powder coated, new lug nuts, and new tires, and gave me the spare wheel, and they all have the clips for the hubcaps on it, and he gave me all the 57 Chevy hubcaps for it. So that's pretty cool. It's got some issues, but this truck is worth saving, folks. Yes, it is. I don't think I've ever shared this with you guys before, but I bought these off of eBay a very long time ago, and it's supposed to be an original set of master keys to all GM trucks. I don't know, GM trucks from like during the whole 50s and 60s. And which I didn't really believe that, you know, when I first saw it, but they are GM keys and they do fit in GM locks. I don't believe one of them's ever unlocked one of my keyless trucks for me, but when that fails, I have the key can, which is keys to, yeah, probably about 60, well, there's a lot of stuff in there, but there's about 60 GM truck, 1955 to 59 Chevy and GMC truck keys in there. And I have learned that although those have failed me, I always try them first though, I've usually been able to find a key to one of my other trucks that's in that can that will start another truck, and then I can just go make another key and I have keys to both trucks. I'll be back after I go through all of those. I did not do that. You're never gonna believe me. I did not, as God is my witness, that is the first key that I tried. I am not making that up, folks. Wow. Well, okay, you know what? I suspect you can probably start it with a screwdriver if I got that lucky. But just in case, I'm gonna go ahead and isolate this key from the rest of them, because that was weird. That was weird. But I suspect that the lock's just so messed up that anything that fits in there will start it. But I did isolate that key just in case. I'll be back with a screwdriver. And I'm back with a screwdriver. I was just so amazed that that first key worked in there that I suspect that the lock is just really worn on it. Can you see me there? Okay. So I think you can probably... You can't start it with a screwdriver. Maybe we'll try one of these other keys. But maybe you just have to have a key in there. Okay. Sometimes you just have to say, thank you, God, and believe that He does perform miracles. This is going to save me a lot of work. Thank you, Lord. Wow, I'm amazed. So, that was the very first key that I tried in there. Thank you, Lord. Didn't even crack the can. With that done, amazingly fast, I will go, I'll hook up the battery, check the radiator, top off the oil, and then we'll spin it over, and I'll pull the coil wire off first, even though there's no fuel hooked up. We'll spin it over to make sure that we're in neutral before we start making it cough and sputter and jump around and make me smile. I'll be back. Now, when you're firing up one of these beasts that's been sitting for 20 or 30 years since it ran last, you always want to use special oil when you add oil, because you don't know if that engine's going to run or not. So today's special oil is V-Twin 2850 full synthetic, advanced full synthetic. And what's special about this oil is that last year it was in my motorcycle. And this is what's left after I changed my oil. And don't get all mad and yelling at me and telling me how horrible this is. Trust me, if this thing runs, the first thing I'll do is drain the oil. That helicopter ain't helping a bit. You know what I mean. Oh. Make sure you tip it all the way up and get all those old, fine metal shavings in there too from your motorcycle. Yeah. Let's see how close that got us to the right neighborhood. How close did it get us? Did we come up? Oh. Well, it hasn't had time to run down that creepy old block yet. Some more good news is my motorcycle holds more than a quart of oil. I'll be right back. Little more of that vintage VTX 1800 motorcycle oil. Drink up, darling. Drink up. You know you like it. Yeah. You know, some of the cleaner oil is starting to come to the top in the funnel. About a 1/16 of an inch worth. All right, now let's see what that does for the happy stick. Yeah, real thick down there at the bottom. Yay. I don't sink the money into them unless I know they're worthy. Besides that, I ain't got the money right now. COVID hasn't been nice on to CTR. It hasn't been nice. But we can't complain. Thank you, Lord, that we've been safe. Oh, look at that. It even cleaned it up, folks. Look at that. See, that oil looks better, and it's almost up there to the full line, which means if I wipe this stick off, and put it back in there, I bet it'll be up on full. Might be just a little bit above full. I'll be right back. Stay there. Oh, I gotta deal with this stick. There we go. Here it comes. Here it comes. Looky there. Just a hair above full. Isn't that nice? Okay, so next we'll check the water situation. This is kind of an anxious moment for me when you pull the radiator cap off and go looking down in that hole, because when you add water to one that's been sitting for a long time, sometimes it comes right out of a crack in the block or a missing freeze plug location. There's nobody home in there, folks. She's dry. I'll be back. I'm pretty sure this is water. Jamie's truck, Gopher, used to leak a lot for a long time. We got that fixed and we used to have to mix this up and pour it in it. But I don't have any odor coming off of it, and yeah, that's water. Anyway, we got that fixed. Thank God. We don't have to add coolant all the time now. It's a lot nicer. It was a really hard spot to get to. You hear it? Listen. Oh, it stopped now. I'll be right back with some more water. I got some more water. I'm hoping you guys can hear it gurgling. Oh, you know what though? It's only about that far down the radiator. That far. Yay far down the radiator right now. So that's a good sign. I wish you could have heard it gurgling. The whole thing was going like, give me a drink, I'm parched. And it was gurgling. Maybe it'll gurgle for us again. That was a happy sound coming from this motor. Wow, that's actually a good sign. Yeah. Let's go look underneath. Okay, my knee's doing a lot better since my surgery, but I can't kneel on my knee right now. I have days when I can walk a lot better. I saw a drip coming off the front. That's probably spillage from when I was pouring it in. Front of the radiator looks dry. I know you can't see in there, but I can. Yeah, it's just where it was dripping off. It's still on full. This is good. Put little Mr. Cap back on there. Okay, so we got the vital fluids inserted, installed, and we'll put the oil cap. I sure like the way they did these old vintage early Chevy V8s, and they put the oil filler right there, and you know, these people managed to not lose that cap for oh, there it is. Okay, it matched the rest of the patina on the engine. I was going to say how they managed not to lose the cap, and I did, but it was right over there next to them squirrel leftover trailing things. Wonder how rusted that is. Ooh, careful, don't want to fill her up with junk. Here we go. Ready? Could be anything under there. Whoop. Not bad. That's actually not bad looking in there. Wonder if the choke cable works. I'm gonna go get some, spray it up and make it move stuff, and spray it up and make it all move. Disconnect that coil wire over there, and then we'll spin it over. Oh heck, we can spin it over. Well, okay, I'm gonna go spray all this down, move everything around, pop the coil wire off, move that, consider it moved. Yeah, put a battery over there, hook it up, turn the key, see what happens. Alright, ignition key in there, check. Oil, check. Battery, check. Water, check. I forgot that I was gonna lubinate all this right here, but I did remember to get that. I'm just gonna hose this stuff down so that it doesn't fly around in case this thing does decide to start sucking air into that hole right there. Okay, moving stuff around. Oh, easier said than done. Yes. I'm gonna have to go get my ooh. Oh no, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. That would be a throttle return spring. I'll be looking for one of those, but also nobody's wanting to budge in carburetor land. That's not good. I'm gonna go get something and go like this and wiggle this and go like that, and maybe I'll be back when if the choke's moving there. I don't know how the cable's gonna work, but well, you guys watch that. Okay, well, that's choke fully open. I'm going to spray that internal slidey stuff. I'm going to go like this too. Sometimes I just spray that whole darn cable down. Much as you can. Doesn't hurt. Alright, I'm going to go get something to try to wiggle that accelerator linkage around, and then I'm also going to try to get it. The choke is all the way open now, which is good, but I also need to make it so it closes all the way. I'll be right back. Oh, I got some movement, folks. That's a lot there. You can almost hear it sucking the dusty old rusty air out of the fuel lines. That's pretty good, actually. It does need a return spring. As I showed you, the return spring is, well, it's not toast. The return spring needs to be repaired. I'll be right back. Well, I went and did a quick repair job, see, on that nice return spring, and that should last about 10 minutes. But then I was looking to where to hook it up, and I think I just found the other half of the throttle return spring. And it obviously goes to that little bracket on the oil filler neck. So, it's just going to be a tight throttle, folks. Let me stick that on there. I'll be right back. Well, that works for me, folks. But like I said, that's going to break before too long. But it's enough to let me do my testing on the motor. And we'll keep that in mind as one of the first things to replace. Anyway, so got to go back to freeing up the choke. I'm going to spray the little knobby thing that you pull in and out for the choke inside down with some more of that stuff, and just keep moving stuff around. When they've been sitting, you just got to move stuff and back and forth and wake it up slow. Choke's giving me some issues, so I've got the cable or the knob on the dash for the choke pulled out as far as it goes. That's as far as it goes, and some of them don't go out very far. So what I'm going to try doing is to, with the knob pulled out as far as it goes, adjust the cable up here, right there or there, and try to get it to where the choke is fully closed, and then I'll go push the knob in and see if it fully opens. Okay, so I've got the choke fully closed. I think that's pretty much fully closed. Anyways, should be closed enough, and we'll see how far it opens. Are you here to help? Oh, are you here to help? All right, you guys let me know if the choke opens all the way. Look out, girls. All right, George. It did open all the way. Well, folks, let's pull the coil wire off and see if she'll spin over with the key. Wouldn't that be nice? Well, that was encouraging. Oh, I forgot to pull the coil wire off. Darn. Darn it. Huh. Kind of looks like the float bow's already full. We'll give her a little tapperoni.
Look at this river!
I'll be honest with you.
Awesome!